I guess you've done many interviews before,
I know
or
a few.
yes, and you like it.
It's okay.
Good to know.
I'm doing this for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it
Okay.
because as the dream is going beyond what I've ever thought of. Now being with you, sharing this moment, and the possibility to share and record this forever is something that I will keep, and to share our point of view and our relationship that it's so special and mystical. I feel it's something special.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is it recording? Good. Well, welcome one more time. To give some context to the audience, this story began 10 years ago. My parents came for the first time to New Orleans, looking for jazz, looking for new culture, and they found you in your cafe vignette. I don't know if it's right pronunciation. And they fell in love with your music. They were just two of them here in New Orleans. And after that trip, they came back to Argentina, and I was only 11 years old, and I discovered you through distance, your music, jazz in general. It was the first time I ever listened to jazz, and I really fell in love with it. And it was since that day, 10 years ago, that I first listened to you and keep on listening to you, the same records, the same songs. And now, magically, we are doing this. I came for a holiday with my family with the hope to find you, waiting for you to still be there. And what I found, it was you, still with your same energy, the same voice that I could hear on Spotify on my mobile phone. I had the chance to listen to it and watch it on live. So the idea of this video, this interview, is the possibility to express and share the magic of meeting the artist beyond the art that we can all listen to in everyday life. See what there is beyond the artist, the art that is you here. So Willie Steamboat, Steamboat Willie, as you prefer, Larry. Thank you for being here,
Oh, you're
for
welcome.
this
You're
time, your
welcome.
energy.
Yeah.
So yes, it's basically get to know you before your beyond your art and see your point of view. What is it for you? Who is Steamboat Willie? It would be a good.
I've seen Steamboat Willie is a cartoon.
And who is Steamboat Willie or Larry beyond your person?
I don't have a preference. I like Larry. It's my birth name.
Uh-huh.
Steamboat Willie was a name I started using when I was younger because I wanted to hide from my family.
Uh-huh. And what is the connection between Steamboat Willie, your person, and music? What is, because I know you for your music, and yes, what is music for you?
Uh, Music is a way of life. It's my way of expressing love and to serving people. Uh, when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to be a minister, and at 17 years old, I left home to go to Bible school, and I finished 1 year of Bible school, and then I took off on a road trip
Uh-huh.
around the United States.
Because you are not originally from New Orleans. You are
No, I'm
from
originally from Illinois,
Illinois.
right?
So what made you come in the end here?
I came here for the music. The first time I came here, I had read about it. I had listened to Louis Armstrong and all of the other musicians that I could find that played here. And I took a horn with me, and I came down here for a couple days, 2 or 3 days. And I played one night on Bourbon Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you remember, and what feeling do you have from that first night?
I was walking down the street, and there was a black band having a second line. And I got into the second line, and we went back into the place where they were playing, which was the famous Door Garden. Like I'm playing in the garden now.
Yes.
My first night was playing in the garden, And there was a black musician uh, that was a leader. His name was Thomas Jefferson. And he let me sit in with the band. And when he found out I could play, he just sat down and let me have uh, lead the band for a while.
Okay.
So my first night,
You were leading the band.
I was leading the band.
Wow, that's a big step. And was it? Did you feel something special? Did you know that was for you that night, the first night?
I realized that I really enjoyed it, but it didn't.
You didn't create in your mind.
I didn't
this-
think about it being anything I would do because I had other things I was doing.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
I got married when I was 20, and I had a little girl when I was 21, and I had to work and support that little girl. So I did that, raised her, and then later in life, I
you came back.
put all the stuff I had after divorce in a U-Haul trailer and moved to New Orleans.
You mentioned you highlighted the word serving. What is it serving for you when you are playing music?
My mother was a very serving type person to people. She was one of the first lady ministers in our religion, and she took us to nursing homes, hospitals, and we played music for people that were down on their luck. And I think that stuck with me. But when I came to New Orleans, I came to have a job that I could play and make money. I had been playing music in St. Louis, and for 5 nights work, I'd make $300.
Okay.
You can't live on that. So
And today, I don't know what is your financial situation today, but after year, day after day, what is your engine to keep on day after day with the same energy, the same passion? Because we are coming in a row. We came 3 days ago. Each night we are coming and we see the same energy, the same passion, the same smile. And you've been doing this for a long time. So when you wake up and it's a new day and you know what is coming, what is that thing that makes you go forward with the same energy and the same smile?
love. The reason I'm here to do the interview with you is because you and your family are people I love. And you asked me to come here, I said yes. It's just that easy.
That's beautiful. Thank you. Okay, it's touching. So
Thank you.
I thank you for being so vulnerable and so open and this love that you're showing. Where is it exactly love? When you think of love, you think of everything, or it's some I don't know. What is love for you?
When I was raising my daughter, I did what my mother did. A church that I had known the minister since he was just a young man. I was a boy, he was a young man. He had a puppet show and taught my Sunday school class. Later, when I was raising my daughter, he was the pastor of this church. And I would go every year at Christmas time, and all the people in the church would bring toys and clothing and food, whatever I could get. And I would take it to East St. Louis, Illinois, and deliver it at Christmas time with my daughter Becky. And that little girl is now working for the state of Missouri, helping people that are indigent find homes. She makes sure they have food. And she's still doing this.
So it's something that goes from generation to generation.
Mhm. We are Christians, and we like to give.
Okay. I don't know if there is something that you would like to share, something uh, from your, something that you would like, just a message that you would like to send to the air, to whoever is listening.
I'll tell you a quick story.
Yes, of course.
My mother told me when I left home to leave my trumpet there. She didn't want me working in bars. She called it playing for the devil. And so I took my horn, and I had actually had seven, and I gave them to all other kids in my family, nieces, nephews. I gave them all away. I was working two jobs, a day and a night job, to support my wife and daughter. When I came out of the office one day during the daytime job, a woman walked up to me that I never met before, and she had a cornet in her hands. She said, "You ever see an old horn like this?" And she put it in my hands, and I looked at it, and the hair on the back of my neck stood up. And I said, "Who told you I play this?" She said, "Nobody." I said, "My brother's here, isn't he? My brother, one of my brothers are here." She goes, "No, no." She said, "We came in last night on a motorcycle, and my husband is now a mechanic working for your boss. And I just thought you'd like to see an old horn." And I went to blow it. She says, "Oh, it won't play. It's broken." And I opened the valves, cracked the valves, opened them up, and I looked at the numbers, and I put them in the right holes, and I put some saliva on the slide on the valves, and I played bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Supposed to walk with thee? This woman started crying. She said, "You can play it." I said, "Yeah." She said, "You keep it then. I have no use for the horn." I said, I got angry. I said, "Who told you I'd play this horn? Who put you up to this?" She said, "Nobody." She said, "You keep it, and if I want it back, I'll take it back before I leave." So I put it in the back of my car, the back seat of a 1969 Cadillac. And in between things, I'd take the horn out and blow it a little bit. And the end of the story is I went to a company dinner at a country club on the west side of St. Louis, very classy. And they had all this wonderful stuff to eat, and I'd never been to such a nice meal. And then they said, "Well, after the meal, we're going into the lounge now. We have a band that's going to play for us." Oh, wow, okay. So we go in the lounge, and it's a black jazz band. And after a little bit of Jack Daniels, I asked if I could play with the band. I said, "They don't know I play. Can I blow one song with you?" "Go get your axe," he said. And I ran to the parking lot, got my horn, come back, and I played this song for them. And this old black man walked up to me and said, "The Lord spoke to me. You're supposed to be blowing this horn. And I want you here every weekend from now on, play with my band, to get your chops up, because the Lord wants you to blow this horn."
Wow. And you're still today here.
That was it. I went back to play my horn, and the Lord's blessed me ever since. And I work at a coffee shop, park. So it's not a bar. I did play in a lot of bars, a lot of smoky rooms. Had to make some money. But for the last 20 years, I've had all the good air outside
And the beautiful.
and wonderful people to play music with and treated nice. And I'm going to work in just what, half hour?
Wow.
That's my story for you.
It's beautiful.
Mhm.
So that's, well, I love the connection between God, Lord, and music, there are two things that are so, I believe they are two things so spiritual and energetic that the connection of that is some that gives something like or something that it's you. Like we can see in you this union of God, music, and all that you create and the energy that you give. As a consequence, love this here. I believe is a connection of these two things that are beautiful. So I think you are the representation of this union that is beautiful.
I haven't always been an angel. I'm not an angel now. Sometimes we do angel work, but the older you get, more mistakes you make, you realize that you can do better with the help of Jesus. And so that's why I'm here with you, and that's why I'm going to work tonight.
I think this is just perfect. I don't know. How do you feel right now?
Good.
Good. Thank you so much. I don't know if you have any. I always do this in the end of the interview. If you have any question for me related to the topic or not, if you had something to tell me, you are free.
Well, besides doing this for a podcast or recording, what are you going to do for the Lord?
I believe the best thing I can do is be myself to the fullest, to authentically be myself, honest to myself, to my truth, and share it loudly to everyone I meet. Something it's and I know I will. It will need.
And I see that spirit in you, and I know that to be true. And your sister has got the same spirit, and your mother and father, and your brother come from a very great family, wonderful family. So thank you.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this special moment. Nothing more to say. Thank you.